So we got some pretty unfortunate news yesterday about Anthony Richardson's injury to his shoulder. So we all knew it was some kind of injury to his AC joint, which is where, it kind of keeps the shoulder together. And by the way, I'm getting all my information from the fantasy doctors. So I will leave the link in the description if you guys would like to listen to them as well after this video. They're great people to listen to. They'll give you a really in-depth video on it. But I'm here to just generalize and give you the kind of just a general idea of how long Anthony Richardson should be out, what should we expect, and what are the two different roads and routes that he can possibly go down. So from this video, I took away that this is a grade 3 AC joint, which is what everyone said, that is well known. He's got two opinions so far. He is going to get a third one, and this third opinion is going to determine whether or not he's going to need surgery, which is what I'm hearing. If he doesn't need surgery, if he doesn't go for the surgery, it could be from 4 to 6 weeks. That's the best case scenario. But considering it's a throwing shoulder, he's a quarterback. He obviously really needs that shoulder. It could take even longer. So it will probably be more in that 6-week mark, maybe another week or two extra just in case. Now, if he needs surgery, he can be out 4 to 5 months, and that would obviously be it for the year. And I think the Colts are getting ready for the worst because they just signed a quarterback in Kellen Mond, former Minnesota Viking. I believe he was with the Browns in the preseason for a little while. Play for A&M, pretty good at A&M. Shout out to East Coast Career Aaron Dante. Gave me a little information about him. So it seems like, maybe he could be a decent backup at this point in his career. He's a little past the time of learning. But, hey, it's not looking good. The actions that the Colts are taking, sign another quarterback, and they also sign a wide receiver, Anthony Miller, former Chicago Bears, to the practice squad. So adding some more depth at wide receiver on the practice squad. So is there something going on at receiver that we don't fully know right now? That we don't know? Maybe. But yeah, if he gets surgery, it could be 4 to 5 months. And, the common theme here has been that it's a grade 3. And if it's a grade 3, it depends on what they're going to decide on. He's probably going to need surgery. He will be out 4 or 5 months, and it could take quite some time before he comes back. And obviously, this is a big blow to the Colts and Anthony Richardson's career in general because he's very raw, very inexperienced, and he needs that time. He needs that time to play, get that experience in there, and learn because he'll never get these early years back. He'll never get these early weeks back. And to be quite honest with you, it's not looking too good because him missing all this time is going to hurt. And, he never really got injured at Florida. Now, he didn't play a lot, but in 4 or 5 games so far, 4 games really because he was out one, he has suffered 3 or 4 injuries. It's very worrisome. Is it Shane Steichen saying, trying to have him carry the load of the offense a little too much, putting him in too much danger? But at the end of the day, Anthony Richardson should know to go down and protect himself. But he has not done so. Obviously, he suffered a concussion, a bruised knee. Now he's dealing with an AC joint injury. And not good. It's not good. Very unfortunate. And it's just the way the ball rolls. Next man up, Gardner Minshew has looked all right. I actually think Gardner Minshew is a better passer right now. He has more experience. He's seen more defenses now. Does he have the playmaking ability that Anthony Richardson does? Absolutely not, in terms of on the ground and big arm ability and just letting that thing fly. He doesn't really have that. He's more of an experienced vet. He's savvy, going to make those good throws here and there, those accurate throws. He'll have good games for you. He's not great, but he's good, and he's enough to get you by, but he will never lead you to, let's say, the playoffs. He could probably lead a very good team to the playoffs with very good coaching, very good situation, maybe, but probably not. I don't see it. He's a quarterback. I'm going to kind of compare him to Jacoby Brissett. Both of them play very differently, but Gardner Minshew is more of a quarterback that's going to give you a chance to win every game. He's going to have you in every game, but he's not going to win you any games. He's not going to lose you any games. That's kind of the quarterback that he is. He's a very good backup, one of the better backups in the league, and good thing we signed him because we are really needing him really badly. I do not want to see Sam Ehlinger back out there. He did not look good the couple weeks that he played last year. Keep him off the field. Kellen Mond, hopefully we don't have to see Sam Ehlinger or Kellen Mond come in because that means something terribly wrong has happened. And, signing Kellen Mond also shows that they're not very high on Sam Ehlinger. I mean, it's just a matter of fact of having to go out against someone else and put someone else on the roster as well. But it is what it is. Here's your update on Anthony Richardson. He was placed on IR. He will be out at least 4 weeks. I am expecting at least 6 weeks. If he gets surgery, it will be 4 to 5 months before he can really get back into it, back into some physical action and intense physical training. So, unfortunately, we may lose Anthony Richardson for the year. Expect the worst, because if you expect the worst and if it's not as bad, yippee, you're kind of excited. But if you're looking, if you're expecting the best, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed either way. Losing a very young rookie quarterback that had, the sky's the limit, but he still had a long way to go. It really hurts to see him go down, and now he's going to be set back even further, and not a good start to a career in which he needs experience. Setbacks are not ideal, especially for Anthony Richardson and how little experience he has. Setbacks are very unfortunate, in any circumstance. But this situation, I think it's a little worse, but it is what it is. And I really think he needs to focus on being experienced, learning those coverages, getting experience, and playing the game. But I mean, maybe he could learn the playbook really well. He could study some things. He can't really do anything, unfortunately. But that's just the nature of the game. If you're injured, you don't want to make it any worse. But Anthony Richardson officially placed on IR, out for at least 4 weeks. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Minshew can lead us to a couple wins through the next 4 games? So the next 4 games we have going on here we have the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. I mean, we do have Gardner Minshew going back there. Maybe we could get some kind of fiasco, some kind of crazy stuff going on there. That would be pretty cool. But I doubt it. It's in Jacksonville. You're playing a pretty good football team. You're playing a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, not an elite quarterback. You're playing a good quarterback. Maybe a little below good, but I'd say he's good. I don't think he's worse than good. I don't think he's better than good. I think he's good is where Trevor Lawrence belongs. You have the Browns, elite defense. They have a very good offense. They can have a very good offense. It's a little inconsistent right now, but Deshaun Watson should be back for that game. You have the Saints, very good defense, very decent all-around football team. Then you have the Carolina Panthers. You're facing your good old friend Frank Reich, Bryce Young. And then you have the Patriots, good old rivalry in Germany. Unfortunately, we might not get AR for that, and that really sucks, but it is what it is. And then you have the Buccaneers coming off the bye. You have the Titans, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Falcons, the Raiders, the Texans. So it could be tough to win. I think it's going to be a very difficult time winning more than 3 games in the stretch. The defense is too inconsistent. You're playing some talented quarterbacks. Derek Carr is decent. You're playing Baker Mayfield, who's actually looked really good. Let's see if he's still looking good around this time. The Titans at home. The Titans play much better at home. The Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, he'll be healthy by then. Tyler Boyd. That's a recipe for disaster for a very young Colts defense. Steelers, that's probably a winnable game. The Falcons, I'd say that's a winnable game. I say the Steelers, Falcons, Panthers, I think those are all games that I can see as really winning. Maybe even the Raiders. But other than that, I could see us, having a really difficult time with some of these teams. Just keeping it close. If I were to pick games for the Colts to win to finish out, I would pick maybe 2 out of those 4 that I just mentioned to you. It's even with Anthony Richardson, it might even be around that because, like I said, this defense is very young. Although they've been good, they've been impressive, and this offense surprisingly, I believe, is actually like top 10 in yards or points. It's something like that. They're top 10 in something, but I think they are, or it's a defense. It might be the defense, but someone is top 10 in something. I don't know which one, but whatever it is, I'm not sure if we can win more than 3-4 games down the stretch of the season. I'm just being realistic. I would love to see the Colts make the playoffs and make a push. And right now, they have 3 wins. So if they end with 6 or 7 wins, that is way above my expectations for the year. I will be happy with that. I could see us being 3rd or 4th in the AFC South. I see I'm taking the Texans to win the South. Then you have Then Texans, Jaguars, that's 1A, 1B really. Then you have the Titans and the Colts, 2A, 2B if you want to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, just giving you a quick little insight to the rest of the season as well. But yeah, Anthony Richardson plays on IR. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. How many games do you guys think we win down the stretch of the season? I'd like to hear your comments, questions, concerns, your thoughts about the rest of the season. I'm not expecting them to be back, honestly. If it's it sounds like from the two opinions so far, it is a grade 3, which he's probably out for the season. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is the JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.